right, Matrixx and Rhodes show supporters. Well, the other day I made a video. We talked about some of the actors, actresses. I touched on who has maybe the worst cases of Trump derangement syndrome in all of Hollywood. Now, we know Hollywood is full of repugnant scumbags. Oh my God, devoid of any kind of moral compasses at all. And we talked about how much we no longer have respect for guys like a Rob Reiner or Mark Hamill, Alyssa Milano, people of that ilk. All right, people that think they're better than us. Look, you're making movies. All right, that's all you do. You make movies, you direct movies, you write stories. Good for you. Nobody's saying you're not talented in what you do, but what you don't know is politics. Now, the other thing that we've got going on in this country right now is a very calculated attack on Christianity. No doubt about it. Now, you listen to my videos, I'm destined to drop some kind of curse word. I am not without sin. Not going to even begin to act like I'm any sort of perfection, all right? Not doing it. But nonetheless, I believe Christianity is the basis, the baseline, the basis, the foundation for which this country was built on. All right, and now we got Rob Reiner. That's right, the director of Stand By Me and A Few Good Men. It's hard to believe we're that far away from A Few Good Men. The Princess Bride, no doubt, played in Meathead on All in the Family. Oh, but he hates him some Trump, and judging by this, he hates him some Christianity as well. Guys, there is a war on Christianity, no doubt about it, all right? They're looking to break the moral foundation for which this country was built on. And now this clown, and that's just what Meathead is. You truly are a meathead. Now this clown has got himself a documentary, and he has went on MSNBC to talk about said documentary, and he believes he understands Christianity better than Christians. I mean, look, idiocy knows no bounds at this point, I believe. So let's get to this. This is wild, but that's the point we're at. I mean, this is the Gateway Pundit. Trump derangement syndrome sufferer, and I mean, he's got a massive case of it. I mean, he's one of these guys that every time something happens with Trump, he tries to take a victory lap. Hey, bud, got news for you. Trump's going to be the president. Just letting you know, Trump's going to be the president. Appeared on MSNBC this week to promote his new film about Christian nationalism and used the segment to explain that he understands real Christianity better than Christians. All right. Blasphemous, I might call that. His documentary is obviously just his latest attempt to demonize conservatives and Trump supporters, yet he tries to suggest that the project is somehow not bashing Christians. Isn't it hilarious when people on the far left claim to speak for conservatives and Christians? You do not align with me, sir. I assure you. You can save it. Stephanie Rule, what made you decide to go all in on a project focused on Christian nationalism? Let's just check this out. Let's see if we can listen to it.
What made you decide to go all in on a project focused on Christian nationalism?
Because it doesn't really reflect Christianity from what I understand. I mean, I went through a very tough time in my life many years ago, and I read about Christianity. I was raised as a secular Jew. There was no religion in my household. But I started reading about Christianity, about Buddhism, about Islamic religion, and I came away with understanding the real teachings of Jesus were about loving thy neighbor, doing unto others as you would have them done to you. And those are the things I latched onto, and they meant something to me. And when I saw this movement, it started, in the 50s, but it really took hold in the 80s after Roe v. Wade became the law of the land. And Norman Lear had People for the American Way. And I started to see that there was a movement afoot that had nothing to do with what I understood to be the teachings of Jesus. And it was a pure political movement for power. And I got a book was sent to me called The Power Worshippers by Catherine Stewart. And I said, wow, this could be a real great documentary to show that there is a difference between the precepts of Christianity and Christian nationalism, which is a pure political movement. And so I approached Dan, who I think is a great filmmaker and a great documentarian, and I asked if he would help me with this documentary, and luckily he said yes. And we have to tell you very upfront that this does not bash Christianity in any way. It does the opposite. We try to laud Christianity for what it has done, and we have some of the most conservative, the most devout Christian leaders in the country talking about Christian nationalism not only as a danger to democracy, but a danger to Christianity itself.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I mean, we got this on lockdown. We're going to school you on what you should believe, what you've been brought up to believe involving Christianity. Let a bunch of atheists tell you how it's really done. My God. I mean, Hollywood has no limits for which it will sink to, no lows, in which they're beyond straight to hell. I'm keeping it real here. I'm keeping it real. And, you know, make no mistake, this is a priority, folks. This is a priority, all right? To attack your Christianity, to downplay it, all right? Look, Marxism is trying to run wild in this country, and they don't believe in organized religion. They don't believe in Christianity. They don't want any of that. Isn't it funny? They hate capitalism. They hate Christianity. I mean, two tenets, the two most sound tenets that this country runs on, they can't stand it. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I haven't had the best relationship with God over the years. I have certainly done much better in the immediate recent past. And guess what? Since I have decided to sort of re-embrace my faith and just put that belief out there, my life has improved in ways that I never dreamed of. Here I am. I have this platform. I mean, we've got 4 channels. We may get 10 million views between all these channels, maybe more. And I would have never dreamed poor country boy from East Texas can have this kind of success. And a lot of it's got to do with the fact that I re-embraced Christianity and put my head down and got to work. Well, they don't want anybody to work in this country. They want everything to just be given to everybody. And let us not lose sight of the fact that it's these Hollywood scumbags that are the most depraved individuals maybe in all of the country. I mean, think about everything they're probably trying to hide right now. I mean, really? Yeah, I'm sure they are trying to not believe because they're trying not to burn in hell. Boy, if you got this wrong, you're in some trouble. That's all I got to say. If you got this wrong with your atheism, you're in a bit of a pickle when the time comes. No doubt about it. Stephen King's another massive TDS sufferer. Mark Ruffalo, another one. Boy, there's some people out there that really can't stand them some Trump and or some Christians. This is wild. Tell me what you think. Matrixx and Rhodes Show supporters got a little movement on this channel, a little heartbeat all of a sudden. I love it. I've got my brand new readers on, my Charlie Sheen, Ricky Wild Thing Vaughn Major League readers on. I may have to get me a skull and a crossbone right there. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.